I'm going to play the intro video and I'll count you down. So you should come in right into this. Alright. And then I need to switch. I got to switch channel 5 too. Should I just skip the intro video?
No, you can. Yeah, you would have time to play it because they got to do the national anthem anyways.
What's that?
They have to do the national anthem anyways, so you can start that as soon as you can.
Okay, 11:05.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats and get ready for hard-hitting, action-packed hockey. Welcome to Wolverine Hockey.
And hockey fans, a pleasant good afternoon from the Evelyn Hippodrome. This is Wolverine Hockey, as the Wolverines today will take on Albert Lee along with the entire Mesabi Community Television production crew. I'm Bob Cohn. Rock Ridge comes in with a 1 win and no losses on this season. They won their season opener Tuesday night at home against Greenway of Coleraine. Meanwhile, the Tigers come in 1-1 on the season. They beat Rochester Lords at home 1-0. Lost last night at the Hibbing Memorial Arena 5-1 to the Blue Jackets. This is our first of 13 Rock Ridge hockey games this season that we will be covering, including 2 that will be on your My 9 television channel. A special welcome goes out to the Albert Lee parents, students, and fans watching our live stream today on MesabiCommunityTV.com. Junior varsity game went to Rock Ridge 7-1, and now the Wolverines are looking to sweep the series against Albert Lee. Albert Lee comes in, second-year coach Matt Erickson, who took over for a long time. Evelyn Golden Bear hockey player Roy Nystrom. Nice chat with Matt Erickson before the game. And for the Wolverines, you got Ben is the coach. That's Ben Johnson in his second year. We're all set for the opening face-off. Rock Ridge in their home whites, and we are underway from the Hippodrome on this Saturday afternoon. Loose puck is picked up by Levi Flatley as the puck poke checked away from him. Kept in, though, by Dylan Headley. Shoots it in behind the net. It's the 2 Flatley brothers playing with Headley on the opening line for the Wolverines. Shot goes in, deflected to this near boards, now in behind the net. That's Levi Flatley right out front to his brother. The puck is loose. Now Headley try to control it. He'll run it down along the near boards. This is Levi Flatley. Oh boy, in comes Isaac, and he just flattened one of the Tigers. Puck is still sitting along that end board. Now Headley tried to center it, and finally it'll be picked up by Max Irwin. He tries to clear it out, or Edwin that is, into center ice, where the puck was grabbed by Walters, and he'll put it in for the Wolverines. This is Headley. Bumped into the corner. Right out front, a shot taken by Isaac Flatley. Nice save by goaltender Ledger Stadheim. First start for the sophomore this year. Dakota Janke has played the first 2 games for the Tigers. Battling for the puck, that was Ryan Manninen. Second group on the ice now for the Wolverines. Manninen, Cope Robinson, and Jacobson. And we have a whistle. Well, congratulations go out to the Mountain Iron Buell Rangers as they won the state championship in 9-man football, scoring a late touchdown to win 28-25. It's been 50 years, and the 1972 team won a championship, and now the 2022 team comes back and wins it. Coming into the zone was Sam Troutwine. Centers the puck, and it goes along the boards. Mass try to keep it in. It's deflected up into the crowd, and we'll have a face-off. Let's check some of these Wolverine lines now. First line will be Headley with the Flatley brothers. Second line has Cope Robinson with Mannon and Jacobson. The third line for the Wolverines is Lampa with Tiedemann and Dimberial. Fourth line is Levander with Gerlach and Norberg. The 6D playing today, Sam Troutwine, Mast, Graves, Walters, Mikulich, and Rabideau. We'll check the Tigers lines just in a second as we get another break. Puck is along the boards. Now it clears out into center ice. Mast back after it, but Sam Troutwine will get there first. In behind goaltender Wade Harsla, senior goaltender. Looking for lots of expectations this year out of the senior. He was ill quite a bit last year, which was very unfortunate with the COVID and a few other issues that he may have had, and he didn't see much varsity playing time as Ian Kangas played most of the games for the Wolverines a year ago. In fact, talk about Ian Kangas. He's having a great junior season, 10-0, playing in that North American 3 League. Puck is shot along the boards, and big check is applied on. See, that was Lampa who got hit. Puck comes back to the point. This is Rabideau. Let's go for a shot. Deflected just wide in behind. Wolverines now putting some pressure on here. Just underway, a couple of minutes into our telecast, our first of 13 again this year of Rock Ridge. In behind now, the puck is cleared and it goes all the way down, and we'll have a whistle and we'll have a face-off. Bring the face-off all the way back into the Albert Lee line. Checking the Albert Lee lines now. Their first line will have Edwin with Van Beek and Piercig. Second line is Yoon with Chalmers and Ferris. Stay, Olsen, and Ladley in the third line, and Steeler with Carlson and Nelson on the fourth line. Quam and Larson, one set of defense. Lightly Johnson, another set. Hansen and Sievertson is the third set. And again, sophomore Ledger Stadheim is the goaltender. Both teams now have gone to their first lines. Pair of eights taken center. Headley and Edwin. Puck is cleared out of the zone. This is Graves back after in the center ice. Deflected off Van Beek into the Wolverine zone along that half wall. And finally comes into center ice where this coming in was Levi Flatley. Now Isaac gets knocked down in behind the net. Centering pass. Shot taken by Graves. A save is made. And we're going to have a whistle. We'll have a face-off. Again, 7-1. Junior varsity goes to Rock Ridge. It was 4-1 late in the game, and then the Wolverines got 3. They popped 3, and they had a penalty shot. And scoring the fifth goal was Ryder Drewley, and then they added 2 more goals after that. So a 7-1 victory for JV coach Mr. Friedley. In center ice, Troutwine took a whack at it. The puck is loose. Here's a shot, was just wide. Shot was taken by Eli Ferris. Troutwine battles in behind the net, trying to pick the puck away was Cope Robinson. Back to the point. Now the Wolverines will get it out. And it's put back in by Tim Chalmers of the Tigers. Now it's taken away. Coming in is Mannon, and it's just poke checked away from Ryan. And it goes all the way down. We'll have another icing called on the Tigers. Face-off back in the Albert Lee zone. Wolverines looking to win their second game of the season. Now picking up loose puck is Van Beek. Let's go for a shot and a goal. Harsla could not control it, and Van Beek gets his second goal of the season. That goal comes at 12:33, so that means it's 4:27 is official scoring. Spencer Van Beek gets the goal for the Tigers. Watch on this replay, and Wade just could not handle the puck. So the Tigers get the first goal of the afternoon, and they take a 1-0 lead. Puck is in behind that net. Lamp would try to clear it up the boards. It's in center ice, and it's backhanded back in, and we have a whistle. What do we have? We got a penalty coming. Chalmers is going to go off 2 minutes for holding, and now Rock Ridge will bring their power play unit out. Rock Ridge has had 2 power play opportunities, have come up empty so far. On the penalty kill, Albert Lee is hitting at 80% in 2 games. Headley, the 2 Flatleys, Troutwine, and Mast are the 5 on the power play. This is Sam Troutwine, hit the side of the net, in behind. Isaac Flatley battles for it. Now Dylan Headley comes back to Troutwine. This is Sam. He'll give it off to Carson Mast. Comes back to Troutwine. Cross ice pass. Walking in and whiffing on it, though, was Levi Flatley. Comes back to Troutwine. Here's Mast again. Back to Troutwine. Puts a shot right on, and nice save. Goaltender saw it all the way. Stadheim, and we'll have a face-off. We'll watch on the replay. That's the 6th shot put on net so far by the Wolverines. Puck was cleared, and now the Wolverines will have to set up in their own zone. Harsla drops it off for Mast. Troutwine will carry it in the center ice. Wolverines offside, and we'll have the face-off. .114 remaining on the power play for Rock Ridge. Troutwine will control it in his own end. Up to Isaac Flatley. He has some trouble. Bumped off the play by Edwin. Now Headley will pick up the puck. Again, the Wolverines were offside. Coming into the zone. The puck is loose. And Harslow will just clear it up. And here we go once again. Power play time. It's put into the Tiger zone. That was Larson in after it. Oh boy, looked like an elbow there. No call at all. Mast lets go of a shot. Hit the side of the net. Now Isaac Flatley will control it for the Wolverines. On the other side, it'll be Isaac. Now Headley's side of the net. Here's Headley's shot. Hits some traffic, and it comes near the near boards, where it'll be kept in by Isaac Flatley. Now Levi over on the far side. Sophomore walking in a shot. Oh, and Isaac Flatley, I think he may have hit the side iron. And it's going to be cleared all the way out, all the way down. And now both teams will be skating 5 aside. Just over 10 minutes to play in the opening period. 1-0 for Albert Lee. Again, Albert Lee looking for a victory on this road trip. They played last night in Hibbing and at the Hippodrome today on Saturday. Center ice, and a puck gets dumped back in by Larson. Now coming in, Wolverines putting some pressure on. And behind the net, where that's Tiedemann with Lampa battling for it. Also on this line is Grady Dimberio. And the loose puck is picked up by Easton Walters in his own end. Clears it back out of the zone. Now the loose puck is picked up by Dimberio. A little bit behind Tiedemann. Goes in behind. Lampa gets pinned along that backboards. Now Tiedemann will come in, centering the pass, and it's deflected away, and the Tigers will get the puck in center ice once again. Coming into the attacking zone was Derek Leidy. Bodies in that corner. Nobody seems to want to control it. Now finally it's cleared back in the center ice by Brant Tiedemann. Play a little bit ragged right now. Again, teams just kind of feeling each other out. Evan Graves will go back after it for the Wolverines off the back wall. Gives it to Walters. Just battling along that end wall. Nobody seemed to want to come out with it. 8.5 minutes to go in our first period. Now the race is on. Here comes Ryan Mannanen in. Stops at the circle. Took a couple whacks at it. Bodies are all over the ice. Mannanen after it. He takes a bump. Comes back to the point. A shot deflected. Still puck is loose. Bodies are up and going back after it will be Aiden Rabideau in his own end. Here's a long pass up to Ethan Jacobson. Right in front of the scorer's bench now. 8 minutes to play in our opening period. Again, this is our first Rock Ridge telecast for this winter sports season. Glad to have you along watching us on Public Access Channel 5, also MasabiCommunityTV.com. You know, this press box, a very small radio-sized press box. And we have another penalty coming. This is going to be a Rock Ridge penalty. We're going to call it on Ian Mikulich. He'll go to the box for 2 minutes for cross-checking. Boy, Ian had a good football season this year. Underclassmen. So now power play time. Rock Ridge on the penalty kill against Greenway. 83% as they were on the shorthanded situation 6 times and gave up 1 power play goal to Greenway of Coleraine. On the power play for Albert Lee, they're clicking at 25%. Wolverines on our penalty kill are going with Troutwine and Mast on defense. We got Headley and Levi Flatley up front. Oh, I guess both teams got penalties. Okay, I missed the Albert Lee penalties. It was coincidental, minors. That's why Isaac Flatley's also, and they're skating 5 aside. Puck is cleared out. Sam Troutwine will shoot it back in for the Wolverines. In behind that net. Kept in by Mast, gives it to Headley. Flatley right out in front. Now Sam Troutwine will control it. He has it tipped away from him, comes to this near side. Mast after it. He takes Chalmers out of the play. Now Mast after it. High slot, Mast shot. Goal! Carson Mast scores. That's his first goal of the season. He ties it with 7:19 to go in our opening period. That goal at 9 minutes and 41 seconds. Picks up the puck there, high slot, and beats the goaltender on the glove side. So we got a 1-1 hockey game, Rock Ridge and Albert Lee on this Saturday afternoon. Here's a shot taken by Walters. Now Tiedemann gets it back to the point, and it's cleared out of the zone. Hustling back is Easton Walters. He has some trouble with Logan Olson. And it's cleared back into the Albert Lee zone where Leidy will just dump it back in, but it's too far. It's over 3 lines, so we've got icing called, and we'll have an offensive face-off for Rock Ridge. 6:36 to go here in our opening period. 1-1. Again at 4:27, Spencer Van Beek of Albert Lee. 9:41, Carson Mast of Rock Ridge. Larson in behind his net. And again, the pass did not work, and we'll have another face-off back in the Albert Lee zone. Rock Ridge next week on Tuesday travels to International Falls. Next Friday, we'll have the game back here at the Hippodrome as the Wolverines will take on Warroad. Warroad plays here on Friday. They go to Grand Rapids on Saturday. Albert Lee, their next action will be Thursday, December 8th. They'll host Rochester Century. Wolverines with the puck. This is Tiedemann in the corner. Lampa comes in, looks for the loose puck. He gets pinned against the side wall near that half wall. Nobody seems to want to control it. Dimberio took a whack at it, tried to come out with it. Where is the puck? It's in a circle. Tiedemann has it deflected, comes right back to him, gets it back to Mast. Here's a shot, hit one of the blockers. That was Chalmers in front. And finally it's cleared out, and after it, the race is on. This is Yohn after it, and his shot was just wide. Joseph Yohn, one of the seniors. Now it's cleared all the way back. Running after it will be Brian Johnston of the Tigers. Through center ice, carries the puck and dumps it into the Wolverine zone. In behind the net, Walters shoots it back to this near side, coming up on 5 minutes to go in the opening period. In center ice, after it is Mannon in. Mannon will control it, but then he has his stick knocked away from him. Tigers will just flip it into center ice. That was Edwin. Now Olsen will put it in for the Tigers. Behind the net is Walters, comes right to the slot area. Backhander was wide. Goes to this near side. Fired her on the boards. Mannon will try to control it, and here comes Ryan Mannon into the attacking zone. Gets bumped off the play once again. Headley could not control it. It's back into center ice. Now the race is on. Walters will get there just ahead of Edwin. Cross ice. Isaac Flatley will control it, stops near the half wall, then he gets bumped, comes back to the point. Here is Walters. Cross ice, it goes to Troutwine, his shot. Nice save by the goaltender. Headley centered it, tried to get it to Levi Flatley. Levi took a couple whacks at it. It'll be, nope, not kept in, jumps out over the blue line. And now Walters back in neutral ice will put it back into the Tiger zone. Now Isaac Flatley will control it. Isaac Flatley walks in, and on his backhand was just wide of the mark. Headley in behind the net tries to control it. Along this near boards. He dumps it in behind. Isaac Flatley in behind, trying to get to his brother Levi. Right the side of the net, the puck is loose. Goaltender's down. Oh boy, what a save. And now we got a penalty coming on Isaac Flatley. He'll go to the box. Let's see what the call is going to be. Oh, they're talking. This could be more than just a 2-minute penalty. The officials right below us are talking about it. Mr. Friedlieb and Mr. Nichols are working the game today. It's going to be a cross-check. It's only going to be a 2-minute penalty. So Albert Lee will bring out their power play unit. Wolverines on the penalty kill. Headley shoots it along the boards. It's got deflected up into the crowd, so we'll have a face-off. Tiedemann, Mikulich, Headley, and let's see, try to pick up that fourth Wolverine. Edwin Piercig. There's a shot taken, save made. A hard shot taken by Chalmers, and it clears out. Let's see, the other Wolverine is number 40, Rabideau. Power play time coming in was Yon. Shot taken and a save by Harsala. 2:40 to play in this period. Power play for Albert Lee. Scores tie 1-1. Chalmers at the blue line. Cross ice, walking in to go of a shot, and it was deflected out of play. We'll have another face-off. With 2 minutes, 27 seconds to go in our second period. 1-1 is a score. .109 to go on the power play. And Mannanen scores as he just wanted to clear the puck. I don't know if we got that on a replay or not, but we'll see. I'm not sure if one of our cameras got it, but there's a long shot all the way down that beat the goaltender. It's a shorthanded goal for Ryan Mannanen. (2-1) for the Wolverines. Here's a shot and a save by goaltender Harsala. Just over 2 minutes to play in the period. Chalmers. Shot taken and a save by Harsala. Comes back to Chalmers. Gets the pass back. Wolverines have just a little bit of time left on this power play. Goal right out in front. Not much could be done as Connor Piercig puts it home, a power play. (15-18). Is the time of the power play goal. And we are tied at 2 here in the opening period. Wolverines cleared out, but it's fired back in by Ferris of the Tigers. Chalmers will take Rockridge by right on front. And Marceau will just cover up. Here's another goal. The Wolverines take the lead. As I was marking down a stat, we'll have to watch this replay. Right at the side of the net, and it's scored again by Pierzig. That goal comes at 15:42, or 24 seconds after the power play goal, and it's 3-2 in favor of Albert Lee. Coming up in our final minute of the opening period, a high-scoring first period. 5 goals, 3 for the Tigers and 2 for the Wolverines. Now Headley trying to come away with it. He does. Headley backhand shot. Deflected in the back wall. Flatley will take his ball. Now it's picked up by Chalmers. Tries to clear it out. Back to the point. The shot was deflected. A hard shot by Mikulich. Thought it went up into the netting. I guess not. As play continues in the Albert Lee zone. Half a minute to play. Opening period. Now Headley try to control it. Flatley takes his man against the back wall. Here's Headley. Centering pass. Headley will get the puck back. Circle has it poke checked away. Still loose. And now it's picked up. And a long pass a little bit too far for Ferris. 13 seconds to go in the first period. Rabideau's pass up the wall. Comes up to Headley. Cross ice. This is Levi. Flatley coming in. Flatley back to his brother Isaac. Shot a goal! Bing, bang, boom. Couple beautiful passes. With 1 second to go in the opening period, Isaac Flatley will score. Levi will get the assist, and it's 3-3, and that's the way our first period is going to come to an end from the Evelyn Hippodrome on this Saturday afternoon.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
The Ranch Teammates for Life. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at providing a healthy and purposeful life for those former players and military combat veterans, as well as their families who have suffered trauma in their lives. Our mission is to raise awareness on this important issue and remove the stigma of mental illness. To provide diverse services that include all forms of humanitarian efforts aimed at fighting brain disease. Visit us at theranchteammatesforlife.org.
They do their thing. You do yours. There's fun for the whole family at Giants Ridge.
Options are at your fingertips when you start your future at Minnesota North. Our 6 unique campuses offer more than 100 programs, allowing you to explore countless opportunities.
It's just so universal that, you know, you might be taking a program that's based on working in an office setting or in a business setting, but the skills that you get in this program really can take you so many more places than just that.
When you're here, you'll make real-world connections that lead to immediate opportunities in your field after you graduate, or the ability to transfer and continue your education.
The instructors here actually work a lot with people in the community. I know, like at the school, when we were hiring someone, we would actually email the instructors directly and say, hey, we have these job openings, and they would pass them on to the students that were in their class.
At Minnesota North, real-world experience isn't the exception, it's the norm. Hands-on instruction from professors who have years of knowledge in your field.
School as a whole, from our advisors and to faculty, they really look after you. Feel like you connect one-on-one with them a lot more. It's a lot more personal.
I think it's just like the smaller class size is better. You get a lot more one-on-one communication with your instructor. You have that more personalized experience.
We're more than just a college. We're a community ready to call home and ready to explore with on-campus housing and millions of acres of wilderness where year-round outdoor opportunities and athletics await.
Around here, you still have the opportunity to do those outdoor things that you love, as well as gain the education that you're looking for.
I feel like this is my home away from home. That's how they made me feel here.
And whether you want to take classes from home or on campus, our hybrid learning model gives you the flexibility to do just that while learning from the best.
So I really, really like the flexibility of the program. I like that I could do some of my classes online. I really, really liked that I was able to graduate without having to worry about having all that burden of debt on me.
From opportunities to flexibility, you get it all with some of the most affordable tuition in the state.
Cost per credit, I know, is super low compared to bigger universities and stuff. And with that one-on-one, more one-on-one type learning, it's definitely get more bang for your buck.
Real
Minnesota
faintly.
North colleges are open to you and a bigger, brighter tomorrow. The closest place to go far with your tomorrow is right here in Northeast Minnesota. Choose from Vermilion in Ely, Mesabi Range in Eveleth and Virginia, Itasca in Grand Rapids, Hibbing and Rainy River in International Falls. Start your program today at Minnesota North College. Direct your future. Head north.
And welcome back to the Hippodrome. We've played one period of hockey and we're deadlocked. We played 17 minutes and we're at the same spot when we started this hockey game. We were even. In that first period, both teams had 2 penalties for 4 minutes. Saves in the opening period. Stadheim of Albert Lee had 11. He faced 14 shots and made 11 saves. And Harsla of Rockridge faced 9 and came up with 6 saves. Let's take a look now at the highlights in our first period. At 4:27, Spencer Van Beek gave the Tigers a 1-0 lead. And here's number 7. Harsla could not hold on to it. Here's a second angle of this same goal. Again, a turnover. And there's Van Beek scoring the goal. That is his second goal of the season, and that made it 1-0. Then at 9:41, Carson Mask got his first goal for Rockridge. And here is the equalizer. Look at the play by number 4. Steals the puck, works hard for it, high slot area, and beats the goaltender to tie the hockey game at 1 goal apiece. Then a shorthanded goal. Ryan Mannanen just tried to clear the puck out of his own end, playing shorthanded, just flipped it inside his own blue line and handcuffed the goaltender to make it 2-1, a shorthanded goal. Well, wasn't long. Power play time, and Connor Piersick scored his first of 2 goals. There's the pass, and right out in front, wide open, was number 19 on the rebound. No help in front. Again, it's another angle of this goal. He had no help at all, and that tied it. And then 24 seconds later, Piersick again gives Albert Lee the lead. Right at the side of the net, here comes number 19 in and beats Harsla again. Nobody picked him up, no help at all. Harsla really didn't have a chance on that play. Too much standing around, and that made it 3-2. And then with 1 second to go, the Flatley brothers teamed up with the tying goal. And let's look at this one. It started with Headley, pass off to Levi, back to Isaac, and he beat the goaltender. So again, at 16:59, we'll watch from a different angle. Isaac Flatley from Levi Flatley and Dylan Headley to make the score 3-3 after the first period. We'll take another break. We'll come back shortly. Second period action is right around the corner. It's 3-3. You're viewing today's telecast on Mesabi Community TV, also on Virginia's Public Access, Channel 5.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, Count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
Big fun. Big thrills. Big air. Giant memories await in Biwabik, Minnesota.
The Ranch Teammates for Life. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at providing a healthy and purposeful life for those former players and military combat veterans, as well as their families who have suffered trauma in their lives. Our mission is to raise awareness on this important issue and remove the stigma of mental illness. To provide diverse services that include all forms of humanitarian efforts aimed at fighting brain disease. Visit us at theranchteammatesforlife.org.
A world of options are at your fingertips when you start your future at Minnesota North. Our 6 unique campuses.
You know, you
offer
played
more
the
than
same
100
ads that
programs,
you've missed a few
allowing
ads
you
so
to explore
far.
countless
Okay.
opportunities.
It's just
I'm
so
trying to keep track of them
universal
tonight.
that, you know, you might be taking a program that's based on working in an office setting or in a business setting, but the skills that you get in this program really can take you so many more
What's that?
places than just that.
When you're here, you'll
Right.
make real-world connections that lead to immediate opportunities in your field after you graduate, or the ability to transfer and continue your education.
The instructors here actually work a lot with people in the community. I know, like at the school, when we were hiring someone, we would actually email the instructors directly and say, hey, we have these job openings, and they would pass them on to the students that were in their class.
At Minnesota North, real-world experience isn't the
These are
exception.
just ads, you know, I suppose I have to pay you now.
Hands-on instruction from professors
I suppose
who
I have
have
to pay
years
you
of
now.
knowledge in your field.
Oh,
As a
no,
whole,
no.
From our advisors
No,
and
you got-
faculty, they really like look after you. Feel like you connect one-on-one with them more. It's a lot more personal.
I think it's just like the smaller class sizes is better. You get a lot more one-on-one communication with your instructor. You have that more personalized experience.
We're more than just a college. We're a community ready to call home and ready to explore with on-campus housing and millions of acres of wilderness, where year-round outdoor opportunities and athletics await.
Around here, you still have the opportunity to do those outdoor things that you love, as well as getting the education that you're looking for.
I feel like this is my home away from home. That's how they made me feel here.
And whether you want to take classes from home or on campus, our hybrid learning model gives you the flexibility to do just that while learning from the best.
So I really, really like the flexibility of the program. I like that I could do some of my classes online. I really, really liked that I was able to graduate without having to worry about having all that burden of debt on me.
From opportunities to flexibility, you get it all with some of the most affordable tuition in the state.
Cost per credit, I know, is super low compared to the bigger universities and stuff. And with that more one-on-one type learning, definitely get more bang for your buck.
Minnesota North colleges are open to you and a bigger, brighter tomorrow. The closest place to go far with your tomorrow is right here in Northeast Minnesota. Choose from Vermilion in Ely, Mesabi Range in Eveleth and Virginia, Itasca in Grand Rapids, Hibbing and Rainy River in International Falls. Start your program today at Minnesota North College. Direct your future. Head north.
Well, both teams are back on the ice. There's a good look at the banner across the way, the Rockridge Wolverine banner, and some of the fans here today. Not a bad crowd, really, for a Saturday afternoon. Saturday games in the past, I know, have never drawn really well, but I have to admit today, it looks like it's a nice little crowd. Once again, if you didn't hear it, the Mountain Iron Buell Rangers won the 9-man state championship in football today. Come from behind, scoring late in the game to beat Spring Grove by a score of 28-25. So The Rangers are the champs in 9-man football for 2022. Just underway as Rock Ridge now will go from our right to left here at the Hippodrome. 3-3 hockey game, each team with 3 goals in that opening period. Puck is just sitting in a circle. Now it's grabbed by Van Beek, and he'll just clear it out. This is Mass carried in behind his net. Get to the trout line. They get it into center ice, and Van Beek will put it right back in. Oh, boy, Harsel went down to block it, and, boy, he missed it. Good thing it was wide of the net. Here's a shot deflected up into the crowd, out of play. We got an elbow penalty coming, and Isaac Flatley is going to get his second penalty of the game. Third penalty on Rock Ridge today. And Albert Lee will go on the power play. Edwin will take the draw. Cope Robinson for the Wolverines. Shot was just wide. It'll jump over the blue line. Chalmers back after it. Yoon will pick it up. Oh, a nice skater. Into the attacking zone. A shot. Oh, hit the crossbar. Here's another shot by Pierzik. Not sure if that one got Harsel or not, but it did not go in anyways. Good hard shot. In behind the net. Oh, comes right out in front of the net and almost handcuffed the Albert Lee goaltender. We've already seen him get handcuffed one time. Now Chalmers will fire it in. Rings around the boards to this near side. Yoon will control it. Cross ice pass. This is Chalmers walking in. Teed it up. Now controls it again. A shot. And again, they put a lot of bodies in front. The Tigers do. Harsel has had a tough time so far. Here comes the replay now. This is Lighty, and now it's picked up, and the Wolverines will just clear it out. That was Zach Norberg who's on the ice right now. Norberg teed him in. Brings around the boards to the far side. You got Walters and Graves. Power play for well, again, the banner is right in front of us here. The old Elwood Gilbert banner, one of their championship banners. So kind of sneak around and peek, and there's only a couple seconds remaining on this power play. And now both teams will be skating at 5 aside. Isaac Flatley, as he comes out of the box, taps it in deep. Rings around the boards to this near side. Trying to keep it in was Evan Graves. Right along an area that we have a hard time seeing right along the near boards just to our left because of the press set up here. This is not made for television, this press box. Side of the net is controlled by Dimberio. Gets it back to the line. A shot taken was deflected wide. Shot by Walters. Dimberio again. We got a penalty coming as Lampa has been taken down. Comes back to the point. That's Graves. Lampa in behind the net. Delayed penalty, and now here it'll come. And now Rock Ridge will go on the power play. 13:24 to go in our second period. holding penalty called on Larson. So now the Wolverines will bring out their power play unit. Headley, the Flatley brothers, Mast, and Sam Troutwine. Chalmers carries it in. Chalmers probably one of the better players on this team. Been impressed with his play so far. Here comes Sam Troutwine through center ice. Cross ice pass goes to that's Isaac Flatley. Big, strong kid. One of the strongest kids on this Rockridge team. The puck then gets deflected off a stick up into the crowd. We'll have a face-off. Just under 13 minutes to go in our second period. 3-3 hockey game. Wolverines on the power play for another minute and 29. Headley wins the draw. Sam Troutwine will try to get there. He'll keep it in. Goes in behind the net. Isaac Flatley gives it back to Headley. Comes to the side of the net. And it's cleared all the way down. Carson Mask will run it down in his own end. Puck is loose. Now Levi Flatley will put it in. Comes to this near side. Sam Troutwine will keep it in now for the Wolverines. Headley, cross ice for Isaac Flatley. Back to Headley and behind. Back to Flatley. Here's a shot taken by Troutwine, was just deflected wide. 12 minutes to go in our period. Another 35 seconds on this man advantage. Wolverines and Tigers are tied at 3. Troutwine tried to get Headley in the middle, and that did not click, and it's clear the length of the ice. Wolverines now will change. Mast will control it. Up to Troutwine. Off the wall into the zone. This will be icing, and we're going to have a face-off all the way back in the Rockridge zone. 14 seconds to go on this power play. 11:38 to go in the period. Rockridge Hockey on Public Access Channel 5. We'll be back here Friday night as Warroad will be on the Iron Range for a game Friday night here and Grand Rapids on Saturday afternoon. Lampa try to control it, but it's taken away. Now it's put back into the Wolverine zone. Now both teams are even. Here comes Lampa. Backhand shot. Oh, what a save by the goaltender, Stadheim. Nice play by Lampa. Went to his backhand. Didn't get a lot on it, but still, it was a nice move. Casey Lampa wins the draw, goes in behind, tries to control it, then he gets bumped against the back wall. DeBerio digging for it. Now Lampa will try to control it. Puck is still loose. Lampa continue to work hard. Shot goes right on, save made. Here's a shot taken by DeBerio. I'm not sure if that hit the goaltender or if it hit a blocker in front. DeBerio try to center it. Goes to the far side where Chalmers and DeBerio are battling. Now Lampa will control it, gets it back to the point. Here's Walter's shot and a save made by goaltender Stadheim. Another save. And finally it's cleared and we'll have an icing called on the Tigers of Albert Lee. First period goals, Piersick had 2, Van Beek had the third goal for Albert Lee, and for Rockridge, Isaac Flatley, Mannanen, and Mast with their 3. Here's a pass up to Piersick, circle, puts a shot on, hit the side of the net. And now the loose puck is finally picked up, and carrying it out is Grant Gerlach. Here comes the fourth line. Carrying the puck in is Norberg. In behind the net, you got Levander, Gerlach, and Norberg. Now the loose puck coming in after is Van Beek. His shot goal. Van Beek gets his second one. That's kind of a tough play for the goaltender. Should he have come out? Or should he just stay back like he did? He stays back, and he's beaten on the stick side to make it 4-3 in favor of Albert Lee. Tough play, tough decision. And it goes against the Rock Ridgeway, and now it's a one-goal lead again for Albert Lee. Here's the pass right over front. Oh, and a big save that time by Harslaw as they were breaking in 2-on-1 again. Now the loose puck is grabbed by Headley, or check that, Headley with the puck now. Coming to the side, then a shot to save. Puck is loose right out in front. Goes in behind the net. Isaac Flatley trying to control it. Now Headley, he continues to battle for the puck. Finally, Albert Lee will just clear it out into center ice. This is Carson Mass. He'll put it back into the attacking zone. Flatley after, try to center it. Nobody home. Flatley again controls it. Right out in front, the puck is loose. Flatley will grab it again. Isaac's shot. I think it hit Headley in front of the net. Coming up on 9 minutes to play in our second period. A 4-3 Albert Lee lead over Rock Ridge. Tigers on a line change, and now we've got a high sticking penalty on Sam Troutwine, and that's going to put Albert Lee on the power play. Try to check their power play unit. Ferris, number 11. 7 is Van Beek. Looks like Chalmers is out there. 16 Larson. I think 17 Quam. Well, check that. It's Lighty. Walter shoots it along the boards. They try to clear it out. It is kept in. That was Cope Robinson who tried to clear it. In center ice. Picked up and fired in by Sam Stay, who's now Tigers make some personnel change on his power play. Comes into the zone where it'll be grabbed by Graves, and he just fires it the length of the ice, trying to use some of the clock. Now Mannon in behind the net. He gets knocked down. Here's a shot taken and a save made by Harslaw. Chalmers will control it. He'll carry it in. They'll set up this power play once again in the attacking zone. A shot taken by Piercig. Another shot deflected up into the netting. 7:39 to go. Face off in the offensive zone for the Tigers. Shot taken by Yon. It'll be kept in the zone by Lately, and Harslaw will just cover up. You get another face off. 28 seconds to go on the power play. 7:25 to go in our second period. Albert Lee with a 4-3 lead over Rock Ridge on this Saturday afternoon hockey. Matinee hockey. Chalmers right to the slot area. Clear to the side. Right out in front. Now comes to the near side. Couple seconds remaining on this power play. Controlled by Ladley. And it's fired once again back into the Rock Ridge zone. Miklich gets it up to Tiedemann. In behind the net, carrying the puck was Zordmerg. Now Lampa controls the puck. Shot was deflected, comes back to this near side. Casey Lampa again. Gives it off to Graves, and it's going to be cleared out of the zone. Graves then will just fire it back in. Chalmers will clear the zone. This will be an icing, so the Wolverines will be able to bring their first line back out if that's what they choose to do, and they'll have an offensive face-off. I'm watching over there on the far side. Let's see, Coach Johnson hasn't said nothing yet, and he's going to keep on this line he's got out there. Lampa, Dimberio, and Tiedemann. Lampa wins the draw. Right out in front of the net, Dimberio took a whack at it. Lampa controls it, side of the net. Lampa took a couple whacks at it. And no red light. Whistle blows. We're going to have a face-off. 10 seconds inside 6 minutes to play in the period. And again, another offensive zone face-off for the Wolverines. Looking to get the equalizer here late in the second period. Grady Dimberio gets pounded into the back wall. Lampa comes in looking for the puck. Continues to work hard, shoots it along the boards. Controlled by Van Beek, but it'll be kept in the zone. And now it does jump out over the zone. Van Beek, though, will carry it back in his own end. Well, I'll tell you, these Wolverines continue to work extremely hard looking for those loose pucks. Now Graves will try to clear it. Kept in the zone, though. Lampa will clear it out. Pass, just off Dimberio's stick. Now the puck is loose inside of the net. Dimberio goes down. Along that back wall, they continue to fight with 5 minutes to go in this period. Period number 2 from the Evelyn Hippodrome on this Saturday afternoon. Dimberio battles with one of the Tigers, number 8, that was Edwin. Now the Wolverines are getting their first line back out there as Albert Lee also has gone to their first line. Headley took a whack at it, tried to get in his zone. That did not click. Sam Troutwine will run it down in behind his own net. Up the wall we go, try to get it out into center ice. And now loose puck is picked up by Levi Flatley. Here they come in. Levi's shot and a save by Stadheim in the nets for Albert Lee. Pass off to Mass. A blast was high and wide of the mark. Boy, that Mass is not a very big kid, but boy, he put a lot of mustard on that hard shot. Chalmers shoots it along the boards, comes this near side, coming up on 4 minutes to play in our second period. Only one goal in this period. It was by Albert Lee's Van Beek. Troutwine gets in the center ice, and he gets knocked off the play. Boy, pretty close to an interference there. Really close. They battle in the corner for the puck. Headley after it. In behind the net. Headley center of the pass. Try to get it to Levi. A shot taken by Headley. Steered to this near wall. Now Isaac Flatley will control it. Right out front. Here's Levi Flatley's shot in. A save by Stadheim. Puck is loose, and now the whistle blows. Goaltender was down. Headley battles for the face-off. Here's Isaac Flatley coming in. He's got his brother Levi right in front, and Stadheim makes the save. Let's do it again. 3:25 to play in our period. Van Beek will pick it up, and he'll clear it out of the zone. Mast after it. Gets in the center ice, deflected to the blue line. Kicked around a little bit. Now it's picked up by Dylan Headley. He'll back it into the zone. After it is Sam Troutwine. Comes along the near boards and now jumps back out. Then Carson Mast will run it down again in his own end. Where is the puck? Oh, no, it's picked up by Levi Flatley. Here's Headley's shot. Was just wide of the mark. Isaac Flatley after it. Comes right in front of us and is grabbed by Piersick, who's got 2 goals, along with Van Beek. He also has 2 goals. Oh, boy, here comes a penalty, and Rockridge is going to go on the power play. Here's Headley, couple nice moves. Now Sam Trollwine walks in. Oh, and he missed it. And now the whistle blows, and now here comes the power play unit as Albert Lee now has taken their 4th penalty of the hockey game. .2:22 to play here in our second period. Wolverines going with their second power play unit. Lampa, Tiedemann, and Dimberio up front. Kept in. Now this is Lampa. Gives it to Dimberio. Comes back to Lampa. Back to the point to Walters. His shot hit a Tiger in front, and it's cleared. Harslow would just drop it off for Walters. Gives it to Lampa. Casey has some trouble with it. Now he regains control. Off the wall, Dimberio. Lost his footing, but still controls it and gets it into the zone. Now they can set up this power play. Chalmers comes in after it, looks for the puck. Ooh, looks loose stick. Ooh, little slash, no call at all. You know, you can see so much up here at the press box. This is Walters giving it back to Lampa. Now Walters again. Just shoots it along the boards, this near side. No Wolverine is there. Shot up the boards, and again, it's right along this near boards where we don't have a chance to see much. Now it's picked up by Lampa. Gives it back to Dimberio. Comes the side of the net. Goaltender will hold on to it, and now some bodies are on the ice. Boy, that JV game today was a real physical hockey game. Again, 7-1 for Rock Ridge. .37 seconds remaining on this power play. Just under a minute to play in this period. This is Troutwine to Mast. Back to Troutwine. Now to Headley. Here's Headley's shot. Hit a Tiger in front. Now Isaac Flatley, Levi Flatley, and the goaltender Stadheim will just cover up with 35 seconds to play in the period. 13 seconds to go on the power play. Puck is just sitting now. Headley controls it, gets it back to the point, but it's intercepted and it's cleared out. Troutwine will get it back up to Levi Flatley. Now Headley will carry it in behind the net. He gets rubbed off the play. A couple good checks, and it's cleared out all the way down. 15 seconds to go in the period. Both teams are skating 5 aside. Flatley tries to clear it out of the zone. 4 seconds to go. The puck is along the back wall. Troutwine will pick it up. Our clock has run out. We've played 2 periods of hockey from the Hippodrome on this Saturday afternoon. It is Albert Lee on top of Rock Ridge by a score of 4-3. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll show you that Van Beek goal in this second period.
P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5. Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
They do their thing. You do yours. There's fun for the whole family at Giants Ridge. Big fun. Big thrills. Big air. Giant memories await in Biwabik, Minnesota.
Town on this weekend trip is playing Hill Murray, and finally Breck, after playing Proctor last night, is playing at Mars today against Duluth Marshall. In basketball action on Friday night, it was Hermantown defeating Cloquet 90-55. Chisholm was beaten at Two Harbors last night 76-51. Esco came up to take on Rock Ridge. The game played over at the Eveleth High School. It was the Eskimos beating Rock Ridge 93-76. Northwoods over Southridge 88-61. Nashua Keewatin got beaten by Barnum last night 75-58. Girls basketball from Thursday night. Rock Ridge was beaten by Esco. Game played in Esco 51-41. And one other score report, and this is the score: Proctor 73, Moose Lake Willow River 6. That was in girls basketball from Thursday night. Let's take our final break here as they're resurfacing the ice. We'll be back with our final 17 minutes. Our final 17 should be a real dandy. It's 4-3 Albert Lee after 2 over the Wolverines.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5. Starkovich Distributing Company in Virginia has been a longtime Blue Devils sponsor on Channel 5 television sports and has been a big contributor to the economic climate on the Iron Range for over 70 years. Call 741-9061 when you're looking for someone to supply your beverage needs.
The Ranch Teammates for Life. We are a nonprofit organization aimed at providing a healthy and purposeful life for those former players and military combat veterans, as well as their families who have suffered trauma in their lives. Our mission is to raise awareness on this important issue and remove the stigma of mental illness. To provide diverse services that include all forms of humanitarian efforts aimed at fighting brain disease. Visit us at theranchteammatesforlife.org.
A world of options are at your fingertips when you start your future at Minnesota North. Our 6 unique campuses offer more than 100 programs, allowing you to explore countless opportunities.
It's just so universal that, you might be taking a program that's based on working in an office setting or in a business setting, but the skills that you get in this program really can take you so many more places than just that.
When you're here, you'll make real-world connections that lead to immediate opportunities in your field after you graduate, or the ability to transfer and continue your education.
The instructors here actually work a lot with people in the community. I know, at the school when we were hiring someone, we would actually email the instructors directly and say, hey, we have these job openings, and they would pass them on to the students that were in their class.
At Minnesota North, real-world experience isn't the exception, it's the norm, with hands-on instruction from professors who have years of knowledge in your field.
School as a whole, from our advisors and to faculty, they they really like look after you, feel like you connect one-on-one with them a lot more. It's a lot more personal.
I think it's just like the smaller class sizes is better. You get a lot more one-on-one communication with your instructor. You'll have that more personalized experience.
We're more than just a college. We're a community ready to call home and ready to explore with on-campus housing and millions of acres of wilderness where year-round outdoor opportunities and athletics await.
Around here, you still have the opportunity to do those outdoor things that you love, as well as gain the education that you're looking for.
I feel like this is my home away from home. That's how they made me feel here.
And whether you want to take classes from home or on campus, our hybrid learning model gives you the flexibility to do just that while learning from the best.
So I really, really like the flexibility of the program. I like that I could do some of my classes online. I really, really liked that I was able to graduate without having to worry about having all that burden of debt on me.
From opportunities to flexibility, you get it all with some of the most affordable tuition in the state.
Cost per credit, I know, is super low compared to the bigger universities and stuff, and with that one-on-one type learning, it's definitely you get more bang for your buck.
Minnesota North colleges are open to you and a bigger, brighter tomorrow. The closest place to go far with your tomorrow is right here in Northeast Minnesota. Choose from Vermilion in Ely, Mesabi Range in Eveleth and Virginia, Itasca in Grand Rapids, Hibbing and Rainy River in International Falls. Start your program today at Minnesota North College. Direct your future. Head north.
When you're searching for a delicious meal that the whole family can enjoy, count on the experience and flavors of the Rink Sports Bar and Grill. As a locally owned and operated business, we have been proudly serving the entire area and our customers with only the highest quality of service and food that you need to take on the day. Dine in style and fun when you check out our trivia nights, darts, pool tables, 60-inch TVs, all while you munch on tacos, burgers, and more. Stop by today.
Back to the Hippodrome. Both teams have returned to the ice. We got 17 minutes of action to go here in this third period. It was 3-3 after one. Only goal in the second period was scored by Albert Lee, and they have a 4-3 lead. Again, the shots are 32-15. Rock Ridge with a big advantage, but the only advantage that really matters is how many goals you score in a game. You can have as many shots as possible, but when we have a hot goaltender like this Albert Lee sophomore tonight has done an outstanding job. Here we go. We got a pair of second-year head coaches, Ben Johnson at Rock Ridge and Matt Erickson at Albert Lee. Just underway as the Wolverines now will go from our left to right here in the final 17 minutes. Looks like we have a goaling change. Now playing goals is Levi Mackey for Rock Ridge. Levi also a senior. We've got two senior goaltenders. Puck comes back to the point. A shot taken, and Mackey the save. The puck goes in. It went between his legs. 38 seconds into the period. Albert Lee has taken a 5-3 lead. Max Irwin will get the goal. Excuse me, I said it should be Max Edwin, I'm sorry. Max Edwin with the goal. So it's 5-3 in favor of Albert Lee. And we're early in this final period. Puck is cleared in the center ice, and Dimberio. Nice move by the sophomore going in. Dimberio puts a shot on. We've got a penalty coming. Wolverines now are going to go on the power play. Now Lamplin behind the net. Try to center it, and now the puck gets pinned, and now the Wolverines will go on the power play. This is the 5th penalty on Albert Lee. Derek Lighty will go to the box for 2 minutes. And the Wolverines have a great chance to try to get back in this hockey game. This is Mass to Troutwine. Samonskova's shot that was deflected wide. Flatley will give it back to Troutwine. Now Mast again, back to Troutwine. A quick shot. Here's a centering pass, and the goalie's down. The red light goes on. A goal is scored. Oh, man, how did that get in? Took the Wolverines 16 seconds to get on the scoreboard. Isaac Flatley will get the goal. That's his second goal of the afternoon, and just like that, it's 5-4. Action in center ice. The puck gets put into the Albert Lee zone. Off the wall, goes all the way down. This will be icing, so we're going to have an offensive zone face-off now for Rock Ridge. And let's see now if Rory Cope-Robinson can win this draw and get it back to the point. You got Mikulich and Rabideau back at the point. He does, comes back to the point. Here's a shot taken by Rabideau, was just wide. Manning after it, he gets taken into the wall. Shot taken was just wide by Mikulich. Be kept in the Albert Lee zone. It's batted in deep by Ethan Jacobson. Now comes to the near corner. Back to the point. Mikulich will keep it in deep. Rings around the boards the far side. Norberg after it. And it jumps out over the blue line. Robinson will give it to Mikulich. Comes Ian Mikulich into the zone. Mikulich coming right in, puts a shot on, and the goaltender Stadheim is down, and he'll cover up and make a save. We've played 2.5 minutes of our final period. It's 5-4. Each team with a goal in this period. 2 goals in the first minute and 24. Casey Lampin behind the net. Comes to the side of the net. Puts a shot towards it. Hits a lot of traffic in front. Walters then puts it in deep. Imperial battles for it. Walters trying to get it back to Tiedemann. Now Brandt will control it. Coming back on the wall, and he goes down. Lost an edge. And the puck comes back into center ice. Graves try to put it in. Dimberio, and we have a whistle. We have a stoppage. What do we have? Offside? So face-off will be just outside the Albert Lee blue line. Wolverines now will come back with their first line. Headley with the Flatley brothers. Shot in by Walters. Taken away. Headley shot. Oh! Blocker saved by goaltender Stadheim. Good chance and a good hard shot. Wolverines will try to keep it in. Now it jumps out. Chalmers after it, but a nice play by Easton Walters. Mackey will drop it off in behind his own net. We're almost 4 minutes into our final period. Headley try to get it up, and Van Beek will just put it back into the Wolverine zone. Comes along the near wall again, where we don't see much action with the press box the way the setup is here at the Hippodrome. That was Walters up the wall, and he gets it up. Headley will put it into the zone. Loose puck is grabbed by Isaac Flatley. running it down in that left corner, in behind the net, and now it's just iced, and we'll have another offensive zone face-off. And I think if you're Coach Johnson, you want to have as many offensive face-offs as you possibly can and hope your center can just drop it back to the point, and that's what we're going to try to do again with Rory Cope Robinson coming in to take the draw for Rock Ridge, and Sam Stay will take the draw for Albert Lee. Robinson wins the draw once again. Here is Troutwine letting go of his shot. Steered to the near wall. Wolverines continue to apply pressure in this third period. They've totally outshot Albert Lee, but again, the difference is in the scoreboard. It's 5-4. And after it was Jacobson in behind the net. Jacobson gets a pass back from Cope Robinson. The shot was deflected high over the top of the net into the corner. That's Larson after it. He gets pounded in the boards. No call. Oh, yeah, here comes the call. We're going to have a power play now for Albert Lee. Once the Wolverines touch it, the whistle will blow. Albert Lee continues to control the puck, and now they finally do blow the whistle. Now each team has had 5 penalties. See which Wolverine is coming to the penalty box. Again, the officials are together in center ice. Just under 12 minutes to play in our hockey game. Albert Lee with a 5-4 lead over Rock Ridge. You're viewing matinee hockey from the Hippodrome on this Saturday afternoon. We'll be back here in a few weeks on a Saturday night. Again next week, Friday night, War Road will be in town, and we'll have that game for you right here from the Hippodrome. Well, I guess they're going to give penalties on both teams. Waiting for the scoreboard to be updated. Going in the box will be number 16, Larson for Albert Lee. I missed the Rock Ridge player that went to the bench. I think it might have been Sam Troutwine. No, it's not Sam, because Sam's out on the ice. Let's see if I can pick it up off the board. It's number 9, and he draws a 5-minute penalty. That is Cope Robinson. So they'll be skating 4 aside for 2 minutes, and then Albert Lee will have a 3-minute power play. Edwin just dumps it into the zone. Now Troutwine's pass intercepted, a shot and a big save by Levi Mackey from point blank range. Puck is kept in, and now it's dumped in deep once again. Maston behind his net. Gets it to Headley. Here comes Dylan Headley through center ice, carries into the attacking zone. Headley now comes to the side of the net and a shot. Save is made. The puck comes back to this near wall. Both teams skating 4 aside. Chalmers fights for the puck. It comes back to the point to Quam. And now the pass, nice play by Quam. Otherwise, Rock Ridge would have had a nice break. Coming in is Flatley. He gets taken down. And now there's the penalty, and now this will even things up. Although Rock Ridge now will have a power play for 58 seconds. And then there'll be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. And then Albert Lee's going to have a 1-minute power play. So it's 4-on-3 hockey for 58 seconds. Troutwine gives it back to Mast. Mast getting into the circle left side. Gives it back to Flatley. This is Isaac Flatley. Sam Troutwine walking in. Comes back to Isaac Flatley. He walks in. Oh! And Headley could not get his stick down square to put it in. He had the goaltender beat. We'll watch on the replay. Headley had the goaltender beat if he could have gotten his stick down straight. So we'll have another face-off. They'll rule it, it'll come out of the zone. So the Wolverines will have 33 seconds of a 4-on-3. Mass will control it. This is Lampa. Carries it in behind. Chalmers ties him up. Headley comes in, looks to try to get that puck away. Continue to dig at it, digging at it. Finally gets it. Gives it to Troutwine. His shot. And it's cleared out to go all the way down. Mackey will just drop it off. In 6 seconds, it'll be a 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Mass gets it up. Here comes Lampa in. Now it's 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. Pass comes back to Mast. Troutwine. Back to Headley. Here's Dylan Headley left side. Let's go with a shot high and wide of the mark. It'll be kept in by Mast. He whiffed on it. And now here comes Wone walking in. Wone walking in. And he scores. Wone's probably the best player, or one of the best players on this team. He made just a great play. Joseph Wone just scored, and that made it 6-4 in favor of Albert Lee. Now Miklage will put it in, and we'll have an icing call to bring the face-off all the way back. And in just a couple seconds, Albert Lee is going to have a 5-on-4 advantage for 2 minutes. Puck goes into that corner where you got 2 players from each team battling for it. Power play time now for Albert Lee. It's cleared out back into neutral ice. This is Leidy. Now walking in with the puck was Tiedemann. He just puts it in real deep. Chalmers takes a bump. Here comes Wone back. Gets a nice pass back. 13 a shot. Comes along the near boards once again. Mackey with another save. That's Edwin. Shot taken by Piercig. $7:59 to go in our hockey game. 1:02 to go on this power play. Piersick gets it back to the point. Wolverines have to kill off this penalty and try to get back in this hockey game. Chalmers off the back wall. Wolverines have Graves and Walters on defense. Another save by Mackey. Up front they've got Jacobson and Mann, and here comes another penalty on Rock Ridge. That's their 6th penalty. You know, they had 7 penalties against Greenway. Now they got 6 penalties tonight. Easton Walters will go off. And you just can't take penalties. $7:29 to go in our hockey game. It'll be 5-on-3 for about 32 seconds. Troutwine will clear it. Piersick carries it in. Let's go have a shot, and Mackey with the save. Now Sam Troutwine will clear it out of the zone. Stadheim will just drop it off. Wolverines will get a player back shortly. Shot taken, and another save by Mackey, and now got some sticks up. Boy, we've got a parent just to the left of my press box that's really making a lot of noise in the stands. You know, obviously it's a lot easier to see things up here in the press box area, higher up than the officials right on the ice. Trying to do the best they can. Shot towards the net, and the Wolverines again will just clear it out. 6:45 to go in our hockey game. Wolverines trail by 2 goals. Oh, nearly another penalty. Here's Manning walking in. Manning pass off, and the goaltender Stadheim with the save. Not sure if it was one too many passes there. Let's see if we got that one, if we can look at that replay again. I guess we don't have it. Not sure what happened. Ryan kind of walked in. Puck is grabbed by Ladley. Up to Chalmers. Wolverines have to kill off this penalty and try to get their 5th skater on the ice, try to get 5-on-5 and try to get back in this hockey game on this Saturday afternoon. Coach Erickson and the Tigers will make a line change. They'll bring out 5 new skaters. Face off just outside the Rock Ridge blue line. Cope Robinson will take the draw for the Wolverines. Dumped in. Stadheim will just drop it off. Manning comes in. He centered it as off a skate. Cope Robinson just couldn't get there quite quick enough. Under 6 minutes to play. Coming into the zone was Ferris. There's a pass right out in front. The puck is loose, and now it's picked up, and coming back is Mikulich up to Mannanen. Wolverines about to get their 5th skater back on. 5.5 minutes to play. Here comes Van Beek in. Shot was wide, and now both teams are skating 5 aside. Wolverines now will have to start pressing, try to see if they can make something happen. They've got to get a goal to get it back to within 1 as quickly as possible. Flatley try to get it up to Headley. It's dumped in deep once again. This is Rabideau along the back wall trying to control it. Gets it up to Isaac Flatley. In the middle, here comes Headley into the zone. Gets it back to Isaac Flatley. Try to come back to Headley and behind the net. Headley gets it back to Sam Troutwine. Back to Headley. Puts a shot towards the net. Intercepted. And Albert Lee just will dump it in and just start playing some defense. They've got a 2-goal lead. They really don't have to put too much more offense on. They just have to start playing defense right now as the Wolverines will start pressing with under 4.5 minutes to go. Wolverines need to make something happen and something quickly. Dumped in by Edwin, in behind the Wolverine net. Sam Troutwine up the boards we go. Try to get it up to Headley, though it's kept in, and then Mackey will make a save. And now the Wolverines will make a line change. They'll bring out Lampa, Tiedemann, and Dimberio. Albert Lee will still go with Edwin Van Beek and Piercig. Puck comes back to the point. Tiedemann will grab the puck. Tries to get it up to Dimberio. Now it's grabbed by Lampa. Nice move by Casey Lampa. Try to get it back to Dimberio. And defensively, it was batted away. Now Troutwine lets go of a shot and it hit a player in front and it's cleared out of the zone all the way down. Mask will run it down. Van Beek in applying the back check. Pass up to Dimberio. Here comes Grady Dimberio in. Gets knocked down off the play. Puck is shot along to the far side. Edwin took a whack at it. He could not control it. Puck's in center ice. Van Beek now try to get it up. And the Wolverines will start from their own end. Under 3.5 minutes to go. Dimberio comes into the attacking zone. Pass up for Lampa. Casey could not control it. It'll be kept in. Here's a shot by Dimberio off a blocker in front. Now Tiedemann try to center it. Dimberio after it. And again, Albert Lee just content with just clearing it out. Now coming in and taking the shot was Logan Olson. That was wide. This is Walters in behind the net. Up to Troutwine, and he'll just shoot it out. And we'll have icing called on the Wolverines. 2:51 to play in our hockey game. It's 6-4 Albert Lee. Albert Lee comes out of Section 1. He'll be back in action on Thursday, December 8th at home. Rochester Century will be their opponent. While the Wolverines will go to the Falls on Tuesday and then host War Road next Friday night right here at the Hippodrome. Shot goes right on, and Stadheim with the save. Wolverines go to the Falls on Tuesday, and then they'll host War Road on Friday. We'll have that War Road game for you right here from the Hippodrome. 2:30 to play. 6-4 Albert Lee, a shot taken high and wide of the mark. This is Walters trying to take a shot. Picked up by Cope Robinson. He gets bumped hard off the play. And lightly will just clear the zone. Now here's Isaac Flatley. First line on the ice once again. Flatley, he's got Mannon right on front. The shot goes to Mannon. Where's the puck? It's right in the crease area, and the goaltender covers up. See if we can pick up what happened there. Well, it looked like, oh, I see what they're complaining about. It was one of the players fell on the puck. And now they're talking about it. You cannot fall on a puck. Only the goalie can. And let's see. Yep. They're going to call a penalty shot. Yep. That's a good call. It was not the goalie. It was one of the players. And that's the right call. And now the Wolverines will get a penalty shot. 2:06 to play. And what an opportunity for Rock Ridge. Let's see which Wolverine is going to take the shot. It's going to be Isaac Flatley. Isaac has got 2 goals tonight. Let's see if he can get the hat trick. Here we go. Here comes the senior. This is a penalty shot coming in. Nice move, and a goaltender Stedheim with the save. The sophomore with a huge save for the Tigers. Two minutes, 6 seconds to play. 6-4 Albert Lee. Puck is along the far boards. Now it's picked up by Headley. Here's a shot by Troutwine. Comes back to Mannanen. And it jumps out over the blue line. Chalmers with the play. Wolverines in after it. $1:40 to play in our hockey game. Mannanen digging in for, that's Levi Flatley. Isaac Flatley is in front of the net. Headley works hard. Headley goes down. Rockridge with the extra attacker. They've pulled the goaltender in behind the net. Now comes to this near side where Levi Flatley will try to control it. Isaac, now Headley puts a shot just wide of the mark. Troutwine will keep it in. Now Isaac Flatley shoots it to this far side, and it jumps out over the blue line. Mask will run it down. 1 minute to play in our hockey game. Headley coming into the zone. 6-4 Albert Lee. Puck is cleared. It'll be icing, and the Wolverines will have an offensive zone face-off. 47 seconds to play. 6-4 Albert Lee. Headley will take the draw for the Wolverines, and now a timeout called by the Wolverines. They want to set this last play up. Again, just looking at our upcoming schedule for Mesabi Community Television for those that like to follow high school hockey. Next Thursday, December the 8th, My 9 Television, our crew will be in Cloquet as Duluth Denfeld takes on CEC. And then next Friday night, December the 9th, the crew will be over here at the Hippodrome as Warroad will be taking on Rock Ridge. Those are both 7 o'clock starts. That's in high school hockey right here with your Mesabi Community Television production crew. In this third period, they've had 3 goals, 2 for Albert Lee, Edwin and Yoon, and Isaac Flatley scored the only goal for Rock Ridge. It was 3-3 after 1, 4-3 Albert Lee after 2, 5-3 after Edwin's goal, 5-4 after Flatley's goal, and at 7:33, Yoon scored a goal to make it 6-4. Wolverines had a penalty shot, could not convert, and now will go 6-on-5 once again and trying to get a goal. Puck is in a circle, still sitting there. A shot by Mannanen was just wide. Flatley in behind the net. Now Tiedemann tries to control it. Tiedemann gets bumped off the play. Centering pass right to the side of the net, and it's cleared. And puck comes into the Wolverines, well, not quite to the Wolverines zone. And now we got a penalty coming, and Rock Ridge now will go 6-on-4 with 26 seconds to go in our hockey game. That's the 8th penalty on Albert Lee today. Rock Ridge has had 6. Back to the point. Troutwine's shot. Oh, the goalie didn't see it. Now Chalmers will pick it up, and he'll just clear it out. We're down to 19 seconds. Puck comes into the zone, comes over this near side. It'll be kept in by Lampa. We're down to 8 seconds to go. Puck is now picked up by Lampa, shot towards the net, and our hockey game comes to an end with Albert Lee defeating Rock Ridge with outstanding goaltending by Ledger Statheim to win the hockey game by a final score of 6-4. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back in a couple minutes, and we'll recap all the scoring in today's victory for Albert Lee.
The P.S. Engman Agency is a family-owned business that has served the area with compassion and quality service for over 100 years. We are grateful for their fine support of Blue Devil Sports on Channel 5.
Van Beek of Albert Lee, and star number one in today's hockey game was sophomore goaltender Ledger Statheim, who came up with 42 saves. So with the victory, Albert Lee will now go to 2-1 on the season. They'll play again on Thursday against Rochester Century. Meanwhile, Rock Ridge falls to 1-1. They go to the Falls on Tuesday. We'll have the game on Friday right here at the Hippodrome as they take on War Road. Well, that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed our telecast. For Donna Rockla down on the blue line, and for our entire crew here, Darwin Aller on the main camera, for Steve Rockler on the controls, on Bob Cohen with the play-by-play. Once again, our final score on this matinee Saturday afternoon, it was Albert Lee over Rockridge by a final score of 6-4. Good afternoon, everyone, and we'll talk to you next week from CEC on Thursday night.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats and get ready for hard-hitting, action-packed hockey. Welcome to Wolverine Hockey.